Hello, one and all. This is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When we last left off, we had killed a very powerful foe. That the only reason we were able to beat them at all is because we dragged them off to another screen and away from the two people that were fighting along with that guy. Now, it's time to go kill those two guys. Hopefully, alone, they're easier to deal with. Probably should have focused the one that was badly wounded, but I was hoping these guys wouldn't have too much hit points. If Linyu drops, we end up loading. Hopefully Elaine will switch targets here really quickly. It's almost down. So is Linyu. And down, and Linyu barely survived. And she's just blowing all of her spells to heal herself, which I can't really blame her for doing. We have one lightning arrow left, which we will put in the bag and regularly equip our regular arrows. Time to search the remains. 35 gold. I believe that is more value than what we got from the actual main boss, because this game's loot system is quite pathetic. It really truly is quite pathetic. All that so we can get over here to the inn. Alright, let's resummon the badger. And let's make our save. Save 95. This Let's Play has been going on quite a while. There's a guard here, what I assume to be the Green Griffin Inn, unless this is Luskin. No, it's not. Just had to make sure not that there was a guard outside, because there is the one guard that's going to let us into the main city, but we don't want to go there until we've been everywhere else. Can't cross here. She's gonna buff to prepare for combat with that boar. Just more fern berries and that. And that would be the city. Let's kill the boar. If it wasn't wounded already, I would have tried animal handling on it. For animal empathy. Badger! We can talk to the badger. The badger has nothing to say. Say hello to my dire badger. It's like you, but stronger. That would be Luskin. Yep. There's an area down there and some zombies. Quite a few zombies. Alright, let's go this way. Explore everything up top before we go down, except the inn. We'll ignore... Oh! There's a polar bear! Out of nowhere. I want them to stand their ground. And I want to use empathy on the bear.
Alright, dear.
Ha!
I'm getting to it.
Ha! I got a polar bear. That's special. We will now throw the polar bear at my enemies. Some wargs. / dire wolves. I don't know if the bear is going to follow us into the cave. I know if we rest, it'll turn hostile. Do I care about this? No, not really. Alright, let's save and go into the cave. I like my little party. Be a lot easier if I could have all these people all the time. Ha! I get to keep the bear! I have an attack polar bear.
Taste of my wrath!
In all seriousness, the polar bear is probably better than my regular animal companion. It is a bear. Gold pieces. If I recall correctly, in D&D, polar bears are more powerful versions compared to the regular bears. I think I'm not going to at all pretend I know this for sure. I think realistically the polar bear is less dangerous than like your typical brown bear. At least comparatively, in the environment that it hunts in, polar bears are pretty much near the top. Not saying you would want to take on a polar bear. Actually, I'm going to heal the polar bear. Because I want to keep it around. Drink this potion of Cure Light Wounds, bear. You too, Badger. Because the wargs hit pretty hard. The area strongly smells of wolf, but has signs of human activity. Whatever lives here is not currently at home. But probably will be when I start messing with their stuff, right? Well, there's some garbage with a journal fragment. There seems to be a fragment of someone's journal. The only words that can be made out are, I have hunted him for years and with a simple bite. He has turned me into the very thing I hated. I could not bear it if those boys remained werewolves. I shall go out and try to discover what has happened to them. Until I find them, I will not return to this cave, the prison where I must pay for my mistake. The cave is where the cave where this was found shows sign of recent human activity, and though the writer seems vacated for the time being. Okay. Now there was a trap on that. Ow! 60 frickin' points of acid damage later. Let's take another good look at these. See if I can unlock them. The implication I got was if we took care of the rest of the werewolves, the guy would come back. The original one would come back, but... Really? I can't think of any place where any other ones would be. There might be one down below. Haven't been down there. Alright, let's leave. Same way we came in. We're probably going to be back here. Down to the zombie area. I don't want to rest, because if I do, I lose the polar bear. I didn't see what I rolled for the animal empathy, nor did I see what I needed. But it's nice that it worked. A signpost. The board reads, Beware! The undead are restless. Bring weapons to visit Grandma, or don't visit her at all. Really. It is signed, The Caretaker. Oh, it's locked. Oh, they'll take care of that in short order. A tyranting zombie. They're still considered effortless. Let's clear this place out. Then search the house. There are a lot of zombies. And there's a lot less zombies. That would be turn undead. That would be another turn undead, which didn't help. Because all the ones around you were dead, Linyu. If you want to go fight Linyu, that would be fine. I'll just sit here and poke with my bow. That's my job. Go and move. Ah! Level 10! At last! From a zombie, of all things. Yeah, when it happens, it happens. It is as they say, every bit counts. And the polar bear didn't die. And I forgot I don't even need to rest to regain experience. A two-bladed sword +1. 23 gold. And an Alexandrite. The corpse in the zombie field had more valuable loot than the assassin who basically destroyed me. Sure. That's design right there. Not gonna say what kind of design. I'll leave that for you to decide. Use kit +3 and a statue with 14 gold. I'ma loot it. I could go in the crypt. Probably will at some point. But let's finish looking over here. Ooh! Arrows of the Vampire. Take those, open this, and put them in there. Wrong ones. There we are. Those are the right ones. Magic arrows are nice. 11 gold. Alright, that's all of that. Let's go ahead and save. Save 95. Haven't needed a B slot yet. And let's get our 10th level up. There's some things we could be. Might at one point thought about being a arcane archer, but apparently that requires elf or half elf in this one. I don't recall that being accurate, but it could be a 3.0 thing, or it could be a video game thing. We'll continue being a ranger. It's gonna de-summon a lane, I think. Let's see. What do I want to put my 5 points into? Well, there's 2 of them that I have to. I don't get a choice in. I've got to put points in open lock. Currently can't. And I've got to put points into open lock, which I passed. Oh no, that was open lock. Right. I mean disable trap, which I also cannot currently dump points into. Apparently, I am currently capped on those things. Okay, well, I get to spend this whole level putting points into my other skill systems then. Don't get to do that very often. We'll put one into spot. That's a good one to have. We'll put one into search. That's a good one to have. I don't use that trap. Ride is pretty much not necessary. Yeah, only used in the premium module Neverwinter Nights, Wyvern Crown, or Cornier, and specific community-made modules. Parry I don't use. Open lock I'd put into if I could. I don't really need points and move silently. Lore is good. Lore will help me identify things. What does listen help you do? Detect hidden creatures. I'll actually pass on that. As I will hide. I'll put a point into heal. And I should put a point into... Well, I don't really get hit by that stuff all that often. So it's either animal empathy or another point into lore. To be honest, I don't get to use animal empathy all that often either. Being able to tell what an item is pretty handy, that comes from lore. I'd gladly put them into open lock or disable trap if I could, but they're not going to let me. I guess another point to spot. That'll help. Okay. We get a favorite enemy. Oh, let's see. I think I already have favorite enemy, excuse me. I think I took favorite enemy on dead. Yeah, because I don't see him here on the list. Vermin, shape changers, reptilian humanoids, outsiders, orcs, magical beasts, Humans, halflings, half-orcs, half-elves, goblinoids, gnomes, giants, fae, elves, elementals, dwarven, dragons. Yeah, favorite enemy, dragons. Good luck with that one. Constructs, beasts, animals, and aberrations. Ooh, this is a tough one. What do I think I'm going to run into the most often? Because I'm not doing this for a roleplay purpose. I'm picking this to have the bonuses. Aberrations. I can't pick things like demons, unfortunately. Outsiders, maybe. I do encounter a lot of humans. Certainly as I chase down the cult. But I mean, it's easy enough to just make him an elf or a half-orc or something like that. So I mean, magical beasts I've had issues with, but there's no guarantee I'm going to be running into them for the entire rest of the time. I don't see orcs being an issue anymore. I don't see reptilian humanoids being an issue anymore. I'm actually gonna pick outsiders. It might be a mistake, but it's the mistake I'm gonna make. We're gonna go outsiders. Wonder if it specifically mentions it when it qualifies to this game. It does not. What does it recommend? Goblinoids? Goblinoids. You think I'm going to be fighting a ton of goblinoids? I respectfully disagree. I mean, they're goblins. You can throw a bunch of them at me. That doesn't mean I need +1 to hit the damn things. They're goblins. Gonna keep Panther, gonna keep Elaine. Game's telling me I can switch it, but I'm not going to. 11 hit points. And Elaine desummons herself. We're gonna do Elaine, same like the old Elaine, but slightly better. And did I get more spells? I have a 2nd level spell slot! Yippee! It took to level 10, but yippee! One with the land. I have no idea what that does. Strongly weak nature, getting a +4 competence check to animal empathy, hide, move silently, and set trap. Ooh, not bad. Summon creature 2. Valid pick. Sleep. That's not going to help us. 4 plus 1d4 hit dice of creatures. Maximum of 8 hit dice of a creature. At this point... Oh, I'm sorry, no. Hit dice... Creatures with 5 or more hit dice are unaffected. Yeah, it's not going to help us. Protection from the elements is possibly useful. Hold animal. Cat's Grace. It increases my dexterity by 1d4 plus 1. Which improves a lot of my stats. Or we could take Summon Animal. We're going to take Summon Creature 2. I think it's going to be, what, a dire boar? Yeah, a dire boar. The dire badger has helped us enough. His quest is over. Now we need the dire boar. Oh! The polar bear got mad. You know what? I'm not even mad that the polar bear is mad, because I need to rest, so... Apparently the bear was bored. I don't think we can have 2 summoned animal companions. So, it's time to say goodbye to the badger. And go pick a different 1st level spell. Resist elements. Ultravision, camouflage. We could take a 2nd in one of those. We could take a cure light wounds. Yeah, that's not going to help us too much. I am seriously tempted to take Cat's Grace instead, but we will pass on that. We're also going to remove this from the bar. Have to remember how we add things to the bar. Aha! That'll do it. I gotta pick a first level spell for me in the video. Entangle might help. We'll settle with Entangle. Sure, Entangle is a good spell. Alright folks, thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off. See you later, take care, and bye-bye. Adios.